Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. First time back. Weekly Wednesdays. Here we go.
What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that shit in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean.
What is up, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Weekly Wednesdays, episode 127. I would like to welcome everybody to Weekly Wednesdays. This is it may look a little bit more different to our longtime listeners as well as longtime customers that know what Weekly Wednesdays is. Man, I can't even talk today. Anyways, Weekly Wednesdays, just a brief recap for everybody's brand new. Weekly Wednesdays started back in the day. I think I'll put it up somewhere here. I don't know, here, somewhere there. Just somewhere there, a little sample of what Weekly Wednesdays used to be. Weekly Wednesdays was actually a brainchild of our old store, our brick and mortar store, when we actually listed every single brand new books that came out that week, at least the most demanded and number ones that week. It was somewhat of a, how should I say this? It was a service to the comic book community. Essentially, what ended up happening is that everybody didn't know what books were coming out or what the hot books are coming out that week. So what we did was we made a show for them every week to actually let them know that these are the books that's coming out this week and these are the hot ones. It did really well in the greater Miami area that it actually started spreading outside of Miami and then all over Florida. And then it just got to that point where we had imitators too as well, right? So it became very, very popular. We had guests too as well. We had a bunch of spin-offs too as well with Weekly Wednesdays. That's where We Got Issues actually came from. It spun off from Weekly Wednesdays when Lewis did Weekly Wednesday one time and he got really mad. It was kind of hilarious. This Weekly Wednesdays, this iteration of Weekly Wednesdays, a little bit more different to our old time or long time listeners and customers. This Weekly Wednesdays, on the other hand, we are going to go through all the key books, hot number ones, and in-demand variant covers that's coming out 2 months ahead of time. That means that everything that I'm going to be listing every week will be books that's going to be released in the month of June 2022. As you guys know, we do pre-orders essentially 2 months ahead of time. This is because we do have friends from the inside of publishing. That's both Marvel, DC, as well as Image Comics, IDW, Boom Studios, and so forth. This is years of actually being in the industry and making friends with everybody in there that they are kind enough that they will let us know what books are going to be pushed for by the publishers, as well as new introductions and new characters, and what are the key books coming out. So every week on Weekly Wednesday, I'm going to be revealing one or two key books that's going to be in demand coming out 2 months ahead of time. We will list to you guys what are the most demanded books and what are the key number ones that's going to be coming out. With that being said, we are going to start off this Weekly Wednesdays based on the thumbnails that you guys see there. We're going to start off with Artist Elite Comics. So Artist Elite Comics is going to be coming out. Their solicitation comes out in June 8th, I believe it is, June 8th, 2022. Now, Artist Elite Comics is basically this huge collection of, or a get-together, or I should say like a whole bunch of artists that basically have their own IPs and have their own creator owns, and essentially they got together and basically they're going to publish their own IPs under the banner of Artist Elite Comics. They're going to be coming out this June 8th and June 16th. No, June 8th and June 11th, I believe it is. June 8th and June 11th. June 8th will be Primer Red that's going to be coming out, and then Primer Blue comes out on a week later on June 11th. What are the difference in these two books? These books are actually introduction of the creator own. These creator owns are basically first introduction of some characters or continuation of some books. For example, on Primer Blue, we'll see the continuation of Final Boss from Tyler Kirkham, but on Primer Red, you'll also see the continuation of Karna Confessions from Sona Sung, and then there should be a whole introductions of all other characters. For example, on Primal Red, you have the Lost Serpentkin by Brett Booth. You have Mecha Girl by Alan Kwa there too as well. And then on Primal Blue, just to name a couple, again, you do have Final Boss in there too as well. You have Sandwich from Ali Garza. And then you have two of the most, I would say, anticipated characters in IP that I've seen, that I've seen, like it's the most anticipated ones I've seen in the last 10 years. One of them is basically by Freddie Williams II. It's called Belong. And the other one is by Dexter Soy, and it's called Red Ronin. These are the two characters that you can see here. That's basically what they look like. They are going to be continuing they're going to be beginning their story and their first appearance on this book, Artist Elite. Now, what makes this very special? Artist Elites, there has been a lot of hypes on them too as well. They've been published to Billing Cool News, CBR. Everyone's been talking about Artist Elite because they haven't seen something like this in the last, say, 30 years or something like that. This is a huge collection of artists getting together to sell off their IPs and present it to you directly to the consumers. So this is a real big deal. There are a lot of plans for these characters, and I do see this as another publishing company that's going to be taking what is established right now in the indie industry, where everything is grounded, connected, and it's just a refreshing look at different stories and different characters. Not a lot of characters in capes and whatnot. Artist Elite Comics one shots, both Primer Blue and Primer Red, are coming out in June 8th and June 11th. So that is something to watch out for. The next big book that's going to be coming out in June too as well is something called The Closet. The Closet is basically from James Tynion IV, the master of horror. As you guys know, he's done everything he touches right now that is either a thriller or horror has been something kind of like a Midas touch right now. You're looking at Department of Truth, Something's Killing the Children, even Batman, when his run on Batman, and now he's going to be coming out with something called The Closet. Now, The Closet is a tale about essentially it's about the boogeyman in the closets, just like any traditional James Tynion IV books. Things are very mysterious at it, and it's something that is the storyline is well hidden, but our sources are telling us that this is going to be a pretty big book. It's going to be an unexpected book. That's it. I can't even talk today. It's going to be an unexpected book for everybody. The premise of it may have a very simple premise: monsters in the closet. Little boy sees the monsters in the closet, but it actually goes a little bit deeper than that, and that is something that you might want to take a look at, especially that Image Comics, that based on our insiders, they're going to be making a big push on this book. Not as hard as you think, because they are going to be advertising it based on the name itself, which is James Tynion IV. But this is the book that's going to be a hot book coming out in June 2022. And finally, for this week, the final hot book that's coming out in June 2022 is Daredevil #1. Daredevil #1 is basically the tail end of Devil's Reign. As you guys seen in Devil's Reign, a lot of things happen. Elektra became Daredevil itself, but Matt Murdock also goes back to the mantle itself too as well. Not only that, but the creative team that's going to be coming back for Daredevil, Chip Zdarsky, will be coming back there too, as well as Marco Cicchetto will be coming back too as well to start penning and start illustrating Daredevil. So this is actually going to be really good. As you guys know, in the past, Chip Zdarsky has taken over Daredevil, and it's been one of the best runs out there. Now, from our insiders in Marvel, what they're telling us that Chip Zdarsky will be penning this, will be returning, but he has a few surprises for everybody, starting with number 1. We can't reveal what that is yet because it is 2 months ahead of time, but starting with number 1, he is about to blow your mind. So this is a must pick up in 2022. And that's it. That's it for Weekly Wednesdays. It's not going to be as long for our long-time listeners and long-time customers. It's not as long as you thought it would be. It used to be longer. It used to be 30 minutes long. But it's going to be a short Weekly Wednesdays this week. Those are your main books that's going to be pretty hot in June 2022. There's going to be more there too as well. But before we go, I want to actually let you guys know too as well. Next week, we will actually add on a little program. Sorry, not a little programming, a little bit of an add-on to Weekly Wednesdays before we actually start listing to you guys what are the hot books for June 2022, letting you guys know what you missed out on the hot books this month that we had on pre-order about 2 months ago. Because we may still have it, or it's actually on the rise right now. I'm gonna give you guys a big I'm just gonna give you guys one of them. This is one hot one that you guys probably missed out, which is Amazing Spider-Man 93. Amazing Spider-Man 93. By now you guys have heard that this is the first appearance of Ben Reilly as Chasm. So we had this on pre-order about 2 months ago. We let everybody know that this is going to be a hot book and something will happen. They will introduce somebody here, but not a lot has listened, and now here we are in this position. But we do still have that on our site. Go to comicscorppromotions.com and go to our monthly book release section of our website, and you'll see that you can still purchase it there. Once it's gone, guys. We know for a fact that when something hot's going to be coming out, we order extra and we put it up on our monthly book releases. But given that people haven't scavenged through it yet, we may still have it. So we're going to recap on that again next week. Again, that's going to be a program. That's going to be a section of our program on Weekly Wednesday. We're going to add on before the actual listing of the hot books coming 2 months from now. So look out for that. With that being said, that's it for Weekly Wednesdays. If you guys have any further questions, let me know. Just to let you guys know that We Got Issues is up right now, as well as a random nerdy shit. We talked about a couple of things there that's going to be very interesting. Yes, we still ragged on Halo because Halo TV show really, really is awful. So we have that going on. So if you guys have any questions, let us know. Our exclusive variant cover with Alan Quad with Bloodstained Teeth #1 is out right now. That book is coming out on April 27th. Why did we do exclusive for that? Well, I will let you guys know next week, but here's a big hint. It's going to be a pretty big book. So until then, if you guys have any questions, let me know. We'll see you next week. Peace out.